And here we go. Time for episode 6 of SmackDown GM Mode on Book Revolution. And so, as of course, it's time for the Judgment Day pay-per-view for the last episode of GM Mode. We did do a whole recap of how Raw's Backlash pay-per-view was. So the reason to ask of why we're not having a pay-per-view after week 4 was because, Backlash is always first before Judgment Day back in the discussion era. Of course, we're basing it off the years of 2003, 2004, and 2005. And so back then, Backlash was first before Judgment Day. Since we're doing SmackDown, Judgment Day would come after Backlash. Anyway, kick things off with Velocity. And we have Dudley Boys defeating the British Bulldog and Bret the Hitman Hart, 4.1 rated. That's surprising. So of course for Velocity we always simulate everything. Since it's not a regular episode of SmackDown, this is the Judgment Day pay-per-view. We're just gonna keep simulating everything for Velocity, because that just makes pay-per-view longer. And who really cares about Velocity for GM mode? I mean, I do, just to give the wrestlers who don't usually have much screen time on SmackDown, more screen time, at least on the show before and stuff like that. So at least they have screen time, stuff like that. But we're just still gonna simulate it either way. William Regal and Mr.perfect. See who wins this one. Of course, Velocity doesn't really matter, to be fair, but we're just gonna do it. 2.9 rated. That's William Regal defeats Mr.perfect. Okay, same SmackDown logo graphic we have based off of 2005, I think. 2004, 2005. It's a whole logo loop. Anyway, kick things off here. Time for Judgment Day. As of course, I don't think I announced the card for the last episode of SmackDown. Yeah, I didn't. So we're just gonna announce the card here, and of course this had 5 episodes of build-up. What if it was normal contenders matches? What if it was actual storylines? So we have Los Guerreros versus Big Show and A-Train. That's the matchup currently right now. Guerrero nails the frog splash, turns to a crossbody, and this time nails dropkick to A-Train. Okay, so this is the first matchup right here. Cruiserweight title matchup is next as Big Kidman defends his title against the number 1 contender, Steven Richards. Steven Richards, he won a number 1 contenders matchup against, I believe, Spike Dudley on week 1. Yeah, I think. And so that's how Steven Richards is number 1 contender. Third matchup for European Championship, down this page. Defends his title against Booker T. Booker T won a triple threat number 1 contenders matchup against William Regal and I think Bret Hart as well. So Booker T, he won that one. John Cena and Batista will be your 4th matchup, and it's going to be in a hardcore matchup, as of course we have had a whole lot of build-up with Batista attacking John Cena. John Cena calling out Batista. Batista accepting the challenge, stuff like that. Well, the challenge is being accepted automatically. And then, John Cena trying to retaliate against Batista by attacking him backstage, stuff like that. So we have had 5 episodes of build-up for that. We did not do no build-up for John Cena versus Batista on week 2, though, on episode 2. So that's that, but we did do build-up for episodes 1, 3, 4, and 5. But not 2. I was just not in the mood to do build-up for episode 2. So that was that. Next up is going to be the 5th matchup. Though they tag team titles will be on the line as Rikishi and Sky Ty. They defend their tag titles against number contenders Chris Benoit and Rey Mysterio. Benoit and Mysterio, they actually defeated Los Guerreros on episode 1 to become number contenders. So that's that. 6th matchup. United States Championship on the line as Christian defends his United States title against JBL. Of course, JBL, he did defeat Christian in a 1-on-1 matchup, in a 1-on-1 non-title matchup. And then after that, JBL also defeated Hardcore Holly on week 2 in the number 1 contenders matchup. As in week 1, Hardcore Holly defeated A-Train. And JBL, of course, defeated Christian in a non-title matchup. So that was that. Number 1 contenders between Hardcore Holly and JBL. JBL, he won that one. So JBL will face off against Christian for the United States Championship here tonight. And then your 7th final matchup. Your 7th matchup of the night. Your main event. Kurt Angle defends his World Heavyweight Championship. I was about to say WWE Championship, but no. He defends his World Heavyweight Championship against the Undertaker. So now for this one, on week 1, the only championship we did not assign a champion with was the World Heavyweight Championship, which was our best title. And so what we did was we had a Fatal 4 matchup on episode 1. It was between Kurt Angle, Randy Orton, The Rock, and Undertaker. And Eddie Guerrero, he picks up a victory for Los Guerreros as he pins A-Train, 3.3 rated. So that's that. To be fair, the first matchup I really didn't care about because that match didn't really have all that much build up. We just wanted to have Los Guerreros in a pay-per-view since they're actually, very important. Big Show Nature not necessarily that important, but we're just gonna, give them there. Just to have Los Guerreros do something and to not put them in Velocity. We could have put the Cruiserweight title matchup on Velocity, but no. Cruiserweight title matchup up next, Big Kidman defense against Steven Richards. As here comes Cruiserweight champion now, Billy Kidman. Alright, so anyway, Kurt Angle, he pinned Randy Orton in that Fatal 4 matchup off of the double team suplex from Undertaker and The Rock. After Taker and Rock double team suplexed Randy Orton, they went back to find off against Chart, and Kurt Angle, he crawled his way and pinned Randy Orton, and he got an upset victory behind Taker and The Rock's back. And then after that, we had some 1-1 matches between The Rock and Taker on week 2. Also had Randy Orton versus The Rock on episode 3. Then episode 4, we had the number of contenders, triple threat between Randy Orton, The Rock, and Undertaker. And of course, during that time period, Kurt Angle, he was having one-on-one matches in which he squashed every one of his opponents. He squashed Diamond Dallas Page in a champion vs. champion matchup. He squashed Billy Kidman in a champion vs. champion matchup. And he also, I believe, squashed Test in a one-on-one matchup. So that was that. So Kurt Angle, pretty dominant World Heavyweight Champion. Undertaker, he won the triple threat against The Rock and Randy Orton. I forgot who Taker pinned. I think Taker pinned Orton. Not necessarily sure, but The Rock and Randy Orton, they're not on the show. Sadly. We could have added an 8th matchup between them, but nah, wasn't in the mood to. So, yep, it's that, I guess. Big Kidman nails her crown. And so now, of course, SmackDown GM mode, not at all connected to, SmackDown ECW or Raw Universe mode. Raw, SmackDown ECW Universe mode are based off of, the way I will book a wrestling company if I had any type of roster I wanted, the way I will book it, and the wrestlers I want on each roster. For GM mode, we're basing it off for the Ruthless Aggression era. Mostly, the 2003, 2004, 2005 Ruthless Aggression era years. Since I was born in 2005, I have caught up with some 2003, especially SmackDown. I really do enjoy their storylines for 2003 SmackDown. And so on and so forth. So we're just going to base it off of that with the 2003, 2004, 2005 rosters. So, for example, since it's 2004, we probably might get... we are going to be using some people that, were in 2000. They weren't in 2003 or 2004, but we are going to use them since they're based off 2005, like Bobby Lashley. Even though we haven't based off on Raw for GM mode, and then for Universe mode, in which I control all of it, we have Bobby Lashley as the WWE Champion on Raw. That is just how it is. Awfully coincidental. Okay, anyway. So, of course, since this is GM mode, I really don't care about calling the action all that much. But, on Universe mode, I actually call the action, since Universe mode, I pretend like I'm a commentator for, either the Raw, SmackDown, or ECW brand. I pretend like I'm a commentator for all of them, including the Superstars show as well. So, that's that. For GM mode, I'm not going to pretend I'm a commentator, just going to pretend I don't know necessarily how to put in words, but you guys basically get the idea. So you guys could try and predict who else could win the rest of the matches. I'll put down match cards in the description. That's gonna take forever. So that was that. In case you guys didn't hear me announce the match card order. Now I'm losing my voice. After this, we got Diamond Dallas Page versus Booker T. That should actually be, I guess, a good matchup. This is gonna be like a 40-minute episode of GM mode. And if this, Steven Richards, he made Big Kidman tap out. 1.7 rated, yep. But Steven Richards, he is the new Cruiserweight Champion. Oh, man. Yeah, man. It wasn't really much of a high-fly matchup for them being Cruiserweights. But we all know the CPU's a yuck, so it's not gonna treat that way. Well, third matchup, Diamond Dallas Page, Booker T. I actually kind of care about this matchup. I especially do care about John Cena versus Batista. The tag team matchup between Rikishi and Sky Ty defending their titles against Chris Benoit and Rey Mysterio. I'm not too sure about that one. That one could be kind of boring. I don't know. United States title, Christian Defense versus JBL. I'm 50-50 for that one. And then, of course, the main event I am going to definitely enjoy the most. So it's gonna be like 40 something minutes worth of GM mode, and if this video editor does not let me record my audio, and am I the one who just noticed that Diamond Pages did the, what was it again, the diamond card? I think it was called the diamond card. I can't remember. Yeah, the diamond card to Book T out of nowhere, and Book T, he no-sold the diamond cutter. Just to me, got up, of course, the diamond cutter. Who, of course, also known as the what? Ace Crusher and what? Face Cutter as well. So, basically an RKO. But when you are, he kind of overdoes it a little bit by jumping. You necessarily don't really jump for when you do that, so. But, gets more effective. I don't know. Oh man, this is gonna take forever. But he almost actually he could have jumped off the ropes. Probably do that whole 450 leg drop. I actually really like the way that move looks in this game. Okay. So far, 2.7 rated. I expect this to be. I don't know. I don't think I know. Probably 3.4. At least 3.3. Yeah, I don't know. If it ends up being a 1-star, I'm definitely gonna be disappointed if this ends up being a 1-star type contest. But we all know the John Cena Batista matchup. That's gonna be a great matchup. United States title could be 50-50. Could probably end up being a bad matchup. I don't know. But of course, the World Heavyweight Championship, the main event between Guerrero and Undertaker. That's of course gonna probably be the match of the night. Either Cena versus Batista, which is the next matchup, or Angle versus Taker are gonna be the best ones. I hate when CPU does this one. It just stays on the ring apron. They make two wrestlers stay on the ring apron forever, and they might even tap out or get pinned, something like that, in the ring apron, and it just won't count. Let's better get back inside the ring. I forgot to announce that, but I really just am trying to avoid calling the action. This is not humorous mode, so we're not gonna treat it like that much. It's 8:57. I got enough time. December 7th, on a Thursday, 8:57. I got nothing else to do. Okay. It's gonna take forever. So. So basically, my initial plan for this is hopefully beginning in January or late December. Hopefully, I could be able to get the Booking Revolution Pro license, so I could be able to, create more characters for Universe mode, and probably even start a different GM mode. I could probably start an NXT or WCW one. That'd be cool. Probably an ECW one. Well, too far. I already have ECW on Universe mode, but I guess that'd be cool since I already have SmackDown on GM mode. Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure. Either ECW, NXT, or a WCW type Universe mode. I mean, NXT, WCW, or ECW type GM mode. Not an exhibition mode in the actual booking career. Since it'll be separate from Universe mode. Saying like this, SmackDown GM mode is separate from SmackDown Universe mode. Stuff like that. So 3.1 rated matchup. Hopefully my prediction of this matchup being at least 3.4. If anything close to that, by being anywhere near the 3-star counter, hopefully that'll be good, I guess. Not necessarily sure about that. Oh man, I'm just trying to stall some time here. Down this page has him. Okay, Book T, he's gonna try to fight back here. Nails the backwards neck breaker. And there goes Diamond Dash Page over the top rope via Booker T's baby suplex that was. Yeah, I'm literally getting distracted by what's happening in the background here. So okay, now Booker T multiple strikes. Both these men need to be careful to get counted out. That's the issue with Universe mode, stuff like that. There have been some countouts to the extent in which where I'm not enjoying it. And look at Booker T. I love that glitch. It's so annoying to watch, but so funny to watch as well. So, yeah, I guess. I'm just gonna quickly stop doing this voiceover because I got no idea. I needed some. And okay, we're back. That was just a quick audio skip. Stuff like that. I just had to quickly take care of some. And to be fair, that surprised me. It only took a couple of seconds. Anyway, now, so 1.6 rate matchup. This match definitely is slumping down. Not to mention how not all that action-packed the rate is. Booker T on the count of 8. Now, remember, if down this page, or Booker T do get counted out, down this page does retain that European title of his. I guess we could have, instead of us having like 3 mid-card titles, we could have had 2 mid-card titles, like the Cruiserweight Championship and the United States Championship, and could have given Raw the ability to either have the Cruiserweight Championship, United States Championship, or European Championship. But since I actually did really want the European title and the Cruiserweight title and the United States title, that's why I did that. Because necessarily then Raw will have the Hardcore title, the Intercontinental title, and then it wouldn't really make sense if they have the Cruiserweight title or the United States title along with the Hardcore and Intercontinental title. Especially the United States and Intercontinental title being on Raw at the same time doesn't really make sense all that much. Which is why we got the European title. And which is why we give Raw their own Cruiserweight title, I guess. In basically being the WWF lightweight title that didn't really survive for that long. I don't know. Who was this last holder? Tajiri? Was Tajiri the last one to hold the lightweight title? Anyway, that's something different for a different time, I guess. And by a different time, I just mean something different to just not really talk about here because it's not all that much connected at all to this. So down this page, he's actually having some good offense here. Booker T on the ground. Never mind. Monkey flip from Booker T. And Booker T now. He's limping. So he is weak. So he has taken more damage than down this page. But of course, the champion always has the advantage against the challenger. And there goes that bicycle kick from Booker T. And now the challenger. Camel clutch on to down this page. Rope break. No, wait, what? Never mind. It wasn't a rope break. That was. Booker T, he wins the matchup 1.4 raid. Nice noticed. I should have actually acted a little bit more excited for that because we got 2 new champions already. We already got a new Cruiserweight champion in Steven Richards and a new European champion in Booker T. Wow. Our titles to go include the WWE Tag titles, which will be defended after this John Cena and Batista matchup. Then we got the United States Championship defended, and then we got the World title defended. So far, 2 of the 5 title matches that we have had have changed hands. So now, let's see if the champions could go for 3 retains, 2 losses, or will it be the challengers that get more wins than the champions here? Anyway, whole lot of weeks of anticipation and build up for this one. I'm actually excited for this one. John Cena and Batista in a hardcore matchup as well, so this is gonna be a hell of a matchup. And there goes that fall away Samoan drop from Batista. Cena now he's a little bit stunned from that. Grabbing onto the back of his head, nails a drop kick. Batista has him up and nails that suplex. There goes John Cena. 2.3 rated so far. Yep, quickly escalated. 2.2, stuff like that. Cena now nails dropkick. There goes Batista. Almost landed on steel steps, and Cena ran into the steel steps with the wheelchair, completely missed Batista's legs, where he was aiming for. So, and there's another wheelchair. Why is there 2 wheelchairs? Okay, there. Batista now with the upper hand. There goes John Cena. Batista, jump off top rope. Missed the clothesline. Okay. Cena just completely sidestepped him by accident. He didn't even know Batista was there. It's a bit of a messy matchup so far, because of everything's happening. John Cena running into the steel steps with a wheelchair, completely missing Batista. Batista missing the clothesline. And there goes John Cena to the same spot he was last time, from the Samoan drop from Batista. Both these men having a pretty back and forth contest here. I'm liking this so far. There goes Cena from the strikes from Batista. He's trying to answer back. Both these men having good striking contests. I like this. Cena with the upper hand, probably most likely off the ropes because Batista, and a lower punch chokeslam from Batista. Reverse elbow drop. Batista with the upper hand on Super Cena with the leg strain smashed hold now. Gonna try to wear down Cena's leg, of course. 3 more matches to go after this. Sin powerbomb from Cena nails down Batista. Has him and that leaping bulldog into a crossface. Cena, since it's glitching out, the ropes are like ruining everything, stuff like that. Batista probably not Well, he probably could have knocked down Cena off the ring apron. Well, there goes Batista. Never mind. This is so much of a back and forth contest here, but now Cena with the upper hand onto Batista, nails the leg drop. Double X handle, another leg drop. Misses that double X handle. Has Batista up. Probably had to adjust. Nope. Or that probably could have been the Samoan drop. Cena also has that in his moveset in here, so. Or is the Samoan drop or the attitude adjustments? Whichever one. Pick your poison. 4.2 rated so far. Okay, 4.1. I feel this could be a 4.3 or better matchup, but we shall see. Batista nails down Cena with the lariat type to an ankle lock, and now it's John Cena. Well, he never does tap out, except if he's a heel, in which he was a heel in like 2003. Tapped out at Kurt Angle's ankle lock. No, he was a heel in like 2004, somewhat of 2004 as well. Yeah, because when he tapped out Kurt Angle, that was in what? No Way Out 2004. Big Show versus John Cena versus Kurt Angle, no contenders for the WWE title. Stuff like that. Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, so Cena, he did tap out when he was heel. Now, anyway, going back to, shifting away from reality to go into in the game. 5.1 rated matchup so far. Cena with now half leg crab onto Batista with that monitor, so of course applying pressure. Now Batista has him up, nails the choke slam. There goes John Cena. Kind of hitting the monitor on the way down as well. Now Batista the upper hand, never mind. There goes Batista off the strong straight jab. Or just a regular strike in general. Well, Batista, he's not doing so well here. Like, one strike by Cena. Easily Super Cena has been turned on. Super Cena mode activated, I guess you would say. From John. Okay, there. I thought I was going to do the AA. Nope, that was the small drop. Super Cena mode activated as turns from regular John Cena to Super Cena with those one type knockout punches. Big Show has a run for his money. Small package by Batista. Actually, almost got victory there. That was close. I actually would have liked it if that ended like that. Would have been cool. Cena, a couple strikes to Batista. Did take him out. And now has Batista up. Well, doesn't have him up. Well, he's just going to throw him away. There goes Batista through the stretcher. Exactly what we want. More hardcore moments, I guess, instead of them taking advantage of this no count-out environment. And there goes Batista. He taps out of John Cena's sleeper hold. Cena didn't even get a chance to do the attitude adjustment. Well, anyway, 5.8 rated matchup, so that was pretty good. Okay, that could probably be the best match of the night, probably. 5.8. The highest star range you can get in here is 6 stars, so John Cena, he has pulled off a 6-star matchup against Diamond Dallas Page. Then Diamond Dallas Page pulled off a 5-star matchup against someone else, I can't remember. Now Cena pulls off a 5.8 rated matchup against Batista. So that's that. So, moving away from that, as we continue with our whole championship title craze over here. As now Sky High and Rikishi defend their WWE tag titles against the team of Rey Mysterio and Chris Benoit. There goes Sky High off the bed by suplex from Chris Benoit. What just happened to Mysterio? Did he just glitch on in that table? Actually, that would have been a cool reversal animation if you could, like, sometimes you could, like, counter in mid-maneuver of Irish Whip, and you just gotta keep, like, spamming buttons until you, like, do a different move that makes you stop running. So, yeah, that was cool. The way Mysterio just, like, glitched, and, like, the way he glitched and, like, slid down there, that was kind of cool. Anyway, now we got Mysterio and Rikishi. We got Benoit and Sky High. This is a simultaneous matchup, so it's like a war matchup. Basically, it's tag, but no elimination, stuff like that. 2.4 rated so far. Sky High, he's taking out the equation, so basically, 2-1 handicap matchup situation for Mysterio and Benoit against Rikishi. Never mind, Sky High's back inside. And so, of course, Rey Mysterio and Chris Benoit, they were not necessarily a tag team, but since we have Los Guerreros, and I actually wanted to either do Eddie and Benoit or Eddie and Rey, but since I didn't want to do this, since, Chad Guerrero was in the mix, and I didn't want him to just aim for the Cruiserweight title, Chad Guerrero, he'll mostly be aiming for the European Championship, the Cruiserweight Championship, and the WWE Tag Titles. Victory rule from Benoit trying to get victory there. That was kind of nice. That went fluently, I guess. She's gonna break that with the Christmas gift. Just a gift in general, I guess you're saying. So for 3.2, surprisingly, I thought this would be not all that much of a good matchup. I don't know why I just thought about that. Because, of course, a whole lot of star power, I guess. For this one, we got Benoit, we got Ray, we got Rikishi. And then we just got Sky Ty for the use of being there to be accurate, I guess. Sky Ty probably the least handed out of all of them, but that's so-and-so. And now hits Benoit with the gift. Nail's dropkick, there goes Benoit. And now, this is all confusing. Like, so much action here. It's basically down to Benoit and Sky Ty, Rikishi and Ray. Stuff like that. I was completely getting distracted by what's happening back in the background. This background noise. These distractions are just killing me. But I gotta keep getting interrupted every time I try to just record a video. I swear I'm gonna break. Anyway, now double hook suplex, tiger suplex, as a matter of fact, from Sky Ty. That's kind of surprising. I didn't know that was in his moveset, not gonna lie. That kind of actually did surprise me there. 3.9 rate. I really am being surprised by the star ratings in this one. So this person pulling off some good matches, I guess. I don't know. 4 stars, 3.9, stuff like that. This commentary probably sounds very, very horrible. Probably because I just don't care about none of these matches besides the Cena and Batista matchup and the main event. Just doesn't catch my interest. Humorous mode actually does catch my interest a little bit more, but I am enjoying the way GM mode is kind of working out. But it's like, since this is a full pay-per-view and stuff. Whoa, what just happened there? Mysterio, he got caught mid-air by Sky Ty to a backwards what? Neckbreaker that was. 4.7 rated. This is pulling off a good match. It's surprising. What was that? Seated powerbomb from Sky Ty. Sky Ty, he's pulling off a whole lot of moves from his moveset that I did not know he ever had. And Benoit nails that signature. What? That was signature headbutt from top rope. Now, if of course it's already associated in the game as a frog splash, but since the distance and Benoit barely caught Sky Ty, it made it feel like the way Benoit actually did back then, so that was cool. Mysterio missed the leg drop, no surprise there, the CPU is nailed. Nails drop to Rikishi, trying to do another one, didn't fully work out. Rikishi and Ray, that's a little unfair. Rikishi, of course, could easily like sit on top of Ray, and Ray would be just covered up. You won't see Ray anymore. He'll disappear. And Ray, he just picked up a victory. Rey Mysterio pinned Rikishi, never mind. Rikishi, Sky Ty, they're not all that happy, it seems. 5.6 rated matchup. Wow, did not expect that. But in the end, Rey Mysterio and Chris Benoit, they're your new Dudley Tag Team Champions. Now you gotta think, the odds at this point that we have had new champions throughout the night so far. For all 3 top matches we've had so far, we have crowned new champions. So, are we gonna crown new champions for every matchup, or is Christian gonna retain his United States title and is currently gonna retain his World Heavyweight title? Because at this point, if this is gonna keep happening, then just wow, that could be surprising. Well, we have quickly gone by these matches. Good thing, because this is a 40-minute episode, so I just want to quickly get this over with. For Humorous Mode, you guys will be seeing a whole lot more effort. You guys already see a whole lot more effort on Humorous Mode. It's just that on GM Mode, I actually enjoy doing the SmackDown episodes, but I think when it comes to pay-per-view, it just depends on the lengthy time and the type of matches we come up with, I guess. Since we simulate all the matches on SmackDown and Velocity, except we play one match, and we also watch one match for his regular SmackDown episodes. We simulate everything in Velocity, and then we also simulate the result and everything in SmackDown, besides 2 of them, in which one of them we play matchup, and then one of them we watch the matchup. Usually we watch the main event, since that is actually the more important. No, that's not the more important. That's the most important asset for the regular episode so far. Now JBL nails the backbreaker to Christian. Actually intrigued by this matchup. 9-17. Wow. Okay, it's gonna take forever. JBL, he's just gonna keep bouncing off the ropes like an idiot. Christian not gonna do anything like an idiot. A couple jabs, a couple strikes by Christian. Showing a little bit of fine spirit here. Now JBL gonna answer back. Christian answers back with gigantic leaping clothesline. So now Christian and JBL could be having a back and forth matchup here. They kind of are at this point. Christian nailing that flying clothesline. That is on third one. Wow. And JBL, he could hit the clothesline from hell out of nowhere at this point, but it won't be set as his finisher. So that's a bit sad. If anything, it will be set as his. Oh my god. Yeah, another quick audio skip. I swear, how many times am I gonna get interrupted? My life is not all that busy. I swear, my life is really not all that busy. I really got nothing else in my life to really do besides, well, outside of doing YouTube videos, because I'm bored out of my mind. I really got nothing else to do besides, I don't know, do homework and go to school. That really is it. Alright, so that, nothing really all that much scheduled. I keep getting interrupted, don't I? That completely sucks. Anyway, JBL, he nailed that powerbomb. That's his finisher. That's his race associated finisher in the game. What was that even called back then? I feel like it was something connected to Wall Street. What, the Wall Street powerbomb? Or was it something else? Or am I thinking of something else that was JBL connected with Wall Street? Anyway, full Nelson suplex to victory. Well, I feel like JBL actually could have gotten a victory from that if it wasn't due to the rope break for Christian. Now an ankle lock. Don't make Christian tap out of this. I'm about to say. Oh, JBL could do that powerbomb again. And bingo, he does. Pin him. You idiotic, stupid, idiotic CPU. Pin him. I hate this so much. JBL could have gotten the victory just like that. Boston Crab. Is he going to win with Ross Jericho? He won with the freaking Ross Jericho. Trying to win with Kurt Angle's ankle lock. Trying to win with Batista's Batista bomb. Although that was one JBL's finisher, or I guess you could say signature. So, but he wins with the freaking Ross Jericho, also known as the Boston Crab. JBL, you're newly nicest champion. I like that. But the way he won it, no. But JBL with the nicest championship, I like it. Every single championship on this night has officially changed hands so far. The only title that we do not know if it's going to change hands or not is the World Heavyweight title. Main event action, main event time. Here we go. Kurt Angle and Undertaker. I'm actually going to be excited for this one. Angle immediately kicking things off the gate with that drop kick. And now immediately we're on the outside. This is quickly escalating. And Taker, last ride through the table already. And Kurt Angle, he's no selling that last ride through the table. It's the last ride through the table. You're supposed to sell it. You're supposed to sell the last ride in general. Unless there's like a specific angle you want to do. No pun intended for that. Yeah, I don't know. I had something going with that. Then I completely forgot my point of reason. I had something going. Basically, you're supposed to not no-sell the last ride. Especially since it's through the table. Chokeslam from Taker. Taker's doing signatures out of the gate. Why? Then lecture. Alright, 2.5 rated. Okay, fine. That's accurate. I could tell it's going to be over 5 stars. And if not, the lowest being probably a 4.5. Highest, 6 stars. And if not, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9. Being the highest, if 6 stars is not the highest. Because this, these are two high caliber superstars. So, of course, Star Reign has to treat it well. And Angle, he got caught up there. Got right into a small drop. There goes Angle via the body slam from Taker and both these men. Can you guys go back to the inside of the ring, please? Leg strength again by Taker. Okay, Angle, get out of it. You tap out, then you're weak as hell. Now Angle has him, or does Taker have him? Well, Angle, he had him for a while, I guess. I don't know. Another leg strength. Oh my god, why is Undertaker left to do this so much? This is why Universe Mode is better, because Universe Mode actually pulls off better matches. Or, ones that I find more entertaining to watch, at least. Not saying that this is a bad matchup, but at least, I don't know. I'm actually enjoying this matchup so far. I'm just not liking the fact that Undertaker keeps doing leg strengths. And Angle acting like an idiot, missed that close line. Ain't no way he was gonna get Taker anyway as well. Taker has him body slam once again. Kurt Angle, he's not doing so well in this matchup. Champion. he is struggling against Challenger, but of course Challenger is the Undertaker, so you are meant to struggle. If you don't struggle, well then you're not a human, I guess. I don't know. I thought I had this for no qualification rules for a second. I don't. Well, that's a good thing. So no. Also, this was pre-recorded yesterday. All of these clips were pre-recorded from last night after I uploaded episode 5 of GM Mode. When did I upload episode 5 of GM Mode? Well, anyway, after I uploaded episode 5 of GM Mode, I deleted all the clips, deleted the whole full video away from my gallery, just to do new ones for the Judgment Day pay-per-view. Finally decided to do a voiceover today. So technically it's like bringing out 2 videos in one day, but uploading the second video the next day, just to, I don't know, be accurate. I don't know. Taker, that'll be a rope break for Kurt Angle. Champion Kurt, he's not doing so well here. That was a hell of a fail 4 matchup. Angle, he could probably steal victory there. Taker's legs and back was actually pretty close to those ropes. And Kurt Angle, he got a back full of ropes right there. Whole lot of rope breaks. Stunner from Angle. Okay. That's a little bit surprising. Didn't expect that. And Undertaker, he is now dazed. And at this point, Kurt Angle, he has to think on what he's going to have to try to do. Probably do another small package onto the Undertaker. Nails the dropkick. Does Angle. And now he's just going to try to scurry away. Has Taker locked inside that sleeper hold. Going to try. Well, not sleeper hold. A headlock. He could bar to turn that into a sleeper. And an Angle slam from Undertaker. Well, that's the way the Angle slam looks for Kurt Angle in this game. So, technically, the Angle slam by Undertaker. I like that. I like that. Nails the big boot. And another big boot to Kurt Angle. Angle went flying from that one to the back of the head. 4.9 rated matchup. I don't blame it. I'm actually enjoying this matchup the most. Well, I did expect to enjoy this matchup the most. Angle nails that humongous punch. Takes down Taker. Taker has him and suplex. That was going to be a brainbuster for a second. And kick out before the referee can even count. Luckily, that did not get a victory for Taker. I thought the CPU was going to act like an idiot and give Taker the victory. Like that. And nails the tombstone. Out of nowhere to the outside of the ring. And Kurt Angle, he's no-selling. He's no-selling all of these. No-sells that. No-sells the last ride through the table. Like Kurt Angle, he's like no-selling none of this. And I really am not liking the way Angle is deciding to do stuff here. Kurt Angle, he's going off the script here. And probably another tombstone, or that could have been the shoulder breaker. Shoulder breaker looks a lot like a tombstone in this game, but the only thing is that one knee is up and lands onto the shoulder blade of the opponent when Undertaker and Kane do it, so that's that. And I think they're the only wrestlers who actually do it. Well, some other wrestlers probably do it in the game, but most well-known ones are Undertaker and Kane, since those look the most closest to tombstone power drivers. From that submission, didn't necessarily work out for Kurt Angle. 4.7 rated matchup so far. And now Taker, he actually I thought he was going to change that into what's the word I'm looking for? Chokehold. Athletic crab does not work out for Taker. Kurt Angle, he's not doing the ankle lock, surprisingly. Now, of course, while that's not his finisher in the game, submission moves can laying down ground submission moves can technically not be your finisher in this game. But I wish there was a way for CPU to actually have common sense to put that as that. For example, Guerrero's cross arm breaker, stuff like that. Kurt Angle's ankle lock, Sting's sharpshooter, even though his finisher is basically the Scorpion Death Drop. Something like that. Bret Hart sharpshooter. yeah, another audio skip. I know it sounds very awkward from the audio skips. Basically, I got interrupted again. I quit this. This is why I hate to record it this time. And anyway, Taker nails the leg drop to Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's ankle immediately getting squashed. And Angle, he's tapping out. The half leg crab on the outside after the leg drop off top rope to Kurt Angle, and Kurt Angle's legs hitting those steel steps, kind of. And Kurt Angle now into that's the line tamer. Wow, Angle, he basically and virtually lost the matchup. Luckily for Kurt Angle, that was not inside the ring. If that was inside the ring, man, Angle, he definitely did tweak something in that knee or ankle of his. Luckily, he gets back inside the ring. We don't want at this point to end into a great matchup so far. 4.2 rated, so of course the match rate and match caliber has shrunk down due to both these men being extremely exhausted. Especially Kurt Angle, and small package for Undertaker. He probably had the victory there. He could have it. Oh, that was so close. That was close. And Angle, he actually almost did the Angle slam. Taker counters with bulldog. Can this one be it? And yes, it is. Ugh. That's a bad ending. That's a bad ending. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Ugh, disgusting. 4.7 rated matchup. That's accurate. That's accurate. But the way it ended, Kurt Angle, I did like the spot matchup in which Angle, he did tap out to the half leg crab and then the elevated Boston crab, aka the Lion Tamer, after Undertaker did the leg drop to his knees and it hit steel steps. Stuff that I did like that. So I'm gonna have to hurry up before this video editor does anything stupid, because we're up to 40 minutes. And thank you guys for watching this video. That was the SmackDown Judgment Day GM mode. So Velocity 4.1 rated matchup, 2.9 in the second matchup. You guys can check the match card in the description, because the order in which I say the match card, in the order I stated the star ratings are in which for each matchup. First matchup 3.3, second matchup 1.7, third matchup 1.4. Cena and Batista, which was the fourth matchup, that was 5.8, 5.6 for the fifth matchup, 5.0, so 5 exactly for the United States Championship matchup between Christian and JBL. And then I'm writing this one down right now, 4.7 rated matchup for Angle and Taker. So that was good. I did enjoy that one the most, to be fair. So thank you guys for watching this episode of GM Mode. Next episode of GM Mode will of course be episode 7. But I'm probably going to do 2 weeks worth of Universe Mode. So aka 2 episodes of Raw, SmackDown, ECW, and Superstars. As we get closer to Raw's exclusive pay-per-view, which I have it named. I'm not going to announce it yet until we do the pay-per-view talk. Well, until we do the go-home show of Raw. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of GM Mode, and I'll catch you on in the next one, I guess. Bye. This took forever.